Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike here, bringing you another adventure in Cap. I am on the bottom using my new rain team, which I'm feeling is pretty solid. And up here is my opponent. He's got some curious guys, well, mostly just Skeptile. I guess Snorlax too. Not guys you usually see in OU, or especially in Cap, but that doesn't mean they're not good. You can fit a lot of lower tier stuff in on Cap teams because sometimes they handle the Cap threats better than some of the OU guys. He does also have Kingdra, who's normally UU but is absolutely terrifying. Is actually a inspired team choice for a sand team because Cap is full of rain. Mostly because of this guy Oromoth and his ability to just wreck faces in the rain. So getting the free, it means even if he loses the Weather War, he still gets the Swift Swim boost from Kingdra, which is amazing. A really, really good play on his part. So I am going to play this video at fast speed instead of the normal. I think by this time you guys should probably know what most of these guys do. He doesn't even have any caps, so that makes it easy. And you should be familiar with what my guys do. Oromoth is just a really, really powerful 600 base stat. Special sweeper with no guard. Tomahawk, flying fighting type. He sets up stealth rocks and rapid spins. Kitsuno, ghost steel. He's a very fast scout with U-turn, and he's also quite a powerful physical attacker. And then these other three guys are normal guys, so I don't need to explain them. So let's go ahead and start the match. Predicting the Tyranitar lead here, because Tyranitar will get the sand up. So I lead with Jekyll, the Kitsuno. He leaves Tyranitar in, and I murder its face off. So that's that. As soon as Politoed comes in, Weather War is done. Alakazam, not sure why that came in. Can't really do much to me, especially Psyshock. Wow. So I just U-turn, get the crit, and kill it. I doubt the crit mattered. It is Alakazam. He is super weak, and Kitsuno is quite strong, but it might have. So anyhow, I U-turn out to Tomahawk. He brings in Snorlax. I'm sure it's not going to be able to take me out in one hit, so I just set up rocks. He shows me that he has Ice Punch, and even that does less than half, so that's cool. But I don't want to get frozen, so I'm just going to switch out to Poliwag. The Politoed poison the Snorlax might be useful. You never know if those things have rest, but I felt like it was the thing to do at the time. Skeptile comes in. Hiawatha gonna resist the Leaf Blade and then take the Acrobatics like a champ. I forgot that Skeptile could learn Acrobatics, but man, getting that Intimidate was huge as it allows me to survive, roost off, and one of the huge advantages of running Tomahawk in the rain is you get to use Hurricane. Hurricane is awesome. It is actually the only attack I have on Hiawatha. He has Roost, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, and Hurricane. But Hurricane does work. So, unfortunately, Kitsuno is going to get frozen there. That kind of sucks. Poor guy. He seems to be a magnet for status, but it is going to allow me to switch in Ponyface on the Flamethrower. Okay. On Snorlax, take next to no damage, and then kill it. Scissor comes in, and at that point he just concedes. So, I think it was a little early for him to concede. He did still have Kingdra, who could have put a beating on me. I probably would have been able to get around it, but it outsped everything, and it killed most of my guys in 2 hits. So I probably would have fought that one out, but I guess he thought he was out of it, so he just is going to concede. And that's going to wrap up the first match. Second match, I'm down here again, so I'm actually on the right side 2 matches in a row. That doesn't happen very often. My opponent up here, let's see what we've got. We have Oromoth, same as mine. We actually see he's running Rain, so Rain Moth is really good. Tomahawk, who doesn't, his back sprite doesn't move, I just realized that. Skylant, who is Bug Ice type and can be a mixed sweeper. He goes either way. So he can go physical or special. Not sure which he'll do. Gastrodon, who's a huge pain in the ass for rain teams, and then Metagross to round things out, because Metagross is solid, and steel types appreciate the rain quite a bit. So let's get into the match. Not going to lead with Polytoad again because we're running the same weather. It will get set up eventually. There's no need to rush. He leads Metagross. Not sure what he wants to do. I'm going to scout for the Earthquake and just U-turn. He takes the turn to set up his Stealth Rocks, and I predict his switch awesomely. Nail the Gastrodon with a Toxic as it switches in, and that was a huge advantage to me, just because having the Toxic on that Gastrodon is going to limit the amount of time it can spend in ruining my day. So that's good. I predict the switch again. I think, no, I hit him with an Ice Beam, then I stay in and Scald, and I do get the Scald burn, which is great. It means Thunder Punch is going to do pretty much nothing. Would have done less than half, even without the burn. So now that it's burned, though, Hiawatha can come in easily, take a turn to get my Stealth Rocks up, get burned in return by Scald. Lots of Scald burns in this match. But thanks to leftovers, I am going to be able to Rapid Spin and survive. And since I'm faster, I can go for the Roost next turn and just Roost stall him if I need to. He ends up switching out, which is fine with me. He goes back into the burned Metagross, I guess just to get Stealth Rocks back up. But that series of turns is going to allow me to get back up to full health, and that is really bad news for him, especially since Hiawatha is a special attacker. So here he goes into his own Tomahawk as I Rapid Spin, and I'm predicting that he came in to spin, because this is his only spinner. So I make a gutsy play, stay in, go for the Hurricane. Don't know if I won the speed tie, if he went for Air Slash or Hurricane, I'm not sure, but it works out perfectly, because I kill his Tomahawk, make sure that he can't spin. Mine survives. Unfortunately, I'm going to get flinched, so very haxy match. Otherwise, that Ormoth probably would have been pretty dead too. Bringing Keldeo on the switch, cannot afford to risk not going for the water move here, so I do allow him a pretty easy switch into Gastrodon to get that special defense raise. He shows me Yawn here. He went for it earlier too, but I think I protected on it, so I don't want to fall asleep. I switch out into Ponyface, who takes 50% damage from that Earth Power. That is a lot of damage. He does have a special attack boost, but I did not expect it to do that much. It does 40% to defensive Polytoad, which is still quite a bit, but it's not quite going to be enough. I can Toxic Stall him, which he predicts here, switches into Metagross. I don't care. I'd rather give him a free switch than stay in and take the attack. And I'm faster than Metagross anyhow, so it's basically just death fodder, and it is letting me get more leftovers, so I'm fine with that trade-off. Predict the Toxic nicely here, go into Jekyll, who is immune to it. Try to Shadow Strike, but he's going to protect. I can hit him on the next one. I do get the defense drop. Unfortunately, I'm going to get burned again, so like I said, really haxy. Kind of going both ways, but I do think that he got more of it this match, which is kind of annoying. This is the second guy I've lost to hacks. So yeah, I did get the defense drop. Had I not gotten burned there, Polytoad would have been dead, but instead he's going to be at just under half. However, letting Kitsune die is fine. It lets me bring in Slake Moth, the Ormoth, who is going to set up all over this thing. He Perish Songs. I'm fine with that. He's got 4 guys left. At least 2 of them are going to die. And then, depending on what he brings in next... No, 3 of his things are going to die. I'll sacrifice Slake to get 3 kills. And that is exactly what's going to happen. Polytoad dies, Tomahawk comes in, it's going to die, and then he goes into his own Ormoth, and I just stay in, kill it, and go for a double down. At this point, he only has Skylant left. Bug Ice, he doesn't run the ability that gives him an immunity to Stealth Rock, so he takes half damage from Stealth Rock, and then eats a Surf to the face, and that is the end. Still had Dugtrio with a Sash, too, so that was an easy, pretty handy victory. That is going to be the match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up. If you did, feel free to leave a comment. Check out the links in the description, and as always, I will have more coming your way shortly. Thanks for watching, guys.